Hello everyone and welcome to Dutch GreyBeard. Today I celebrate my first year anniversary of being a booktuber. After a first terribly cringeworthy video, which I removed from my backlist, I published my first bookshelf tour exactly 1 year ago on April 21, 2023. Since then I've published 62 videos and 6 shorts. By way of celebrating this milestone, I want to tell you why I started this channel and how this first year has been for me. There were several reasons for me to start my channel on YouTube. First and foremost, it's a very nice and creative way for me to delve deeper into the books I'm reading. Before I started Dutch GreyBeard, I wrote reading experiences of most of the books I read. These I published on my website leeservaringen.com. Making these reading experiences was an incentive for me to go back to the book in more detail before I put it back on the shelf. When I read, I always underline and write small comments in the margins with a pencil. That makes it easier for me to navigate through the book after I've read it and to touch upon the stuff that stood out for me, positively or negatively. Leafing through the book once more, rereading sentences I underlined and reading my notes is like experiencing the book a second time, and without exception it gives me some deeper understanding of the book itself and of my own reading experience. Second, I was inspired by other booktubers. When I rediscovered the fantasy genre back in January of 2023, I found that there were people on YouTube talking about books. That was a new thing for me, believe it or not. I watched a lot of videos, which I still do, which inspired me to give it a try myself. I'd never made a video before, but the medium of sound and moving images appealed to me more than the silence of the written word. And a friend of mine had said many times how he would like me to make my reading experiences in a video format. Another important reason is that I enjoy making videos. It is a much more creative process than writing a reading experience, and in my own modest opinion, I believe I've learned a lot in making a video. They're not perfect, but they're not supposed to be. One thing, for instance, is that I really have to script my videos. Even though I'm very comfortable in the English language, it still remains foreign to me. So if I start shooting a video unprepared or with just a few notes in front of me, it's a lot of ums and ahs, using wrong words, not being able to come up with the right words, etc. It's a frustrating process, which makes editing a gruesome chore. Even though I like to edit, this is overdoing it. I enjoy the whole process of first writing down what I'm going to say, put it up in my little teleprompter, recording, editing and publishing it. The last reason I mention is that one day I hope to make a little money with this endeavor. I haven't retired yet, but once I do, in about 7 or 8 years from now, my pension will not amount to very much. So it would be nice if by then I can make some funny money, as Mike from Mike's Book Reviews calls it. But thankfully, it is not something I'll have to rely on by then. Which is a nice bridge to the question if I already have made some money. And the answer is no, not 1 cent yet. Just recently, YouTube congratulated me because now I can start a Patreon initiative and I can sell merchandise, both of which I will not be doing. I'm very happy with my 1400 subscribers so far, but the analytics of my channel are whimsical, to say the least. I try to publish a video every 4 days, which I do not always succeed at. But on average, at least every week, something new appears, and it's a lottery to see which ones attract an audience and which ones don't. The reading experience videos are always the least successful, if success depends on the number of views. But other than that, your guess is as good as mine. In the beginning, I tried to analyze this, but I've stopped doing that. Now I make the videos I want to make, and that's it. I try to ignore the YouTube algorithm, which is working pretty well. But until a couple of my future videos manage to squirm their way into the algorithm, my monetization is a long way ahead of me. That won't stop me from continuing. I even have serious plans of starting a second channel, but that also lies in the future as of now. As I mentioned, I'm still working as a self-employed professional writer. In that capacity, I mainly write about business and IT related subjects. Being self-employed means that I'm either swamped in deadlines or I have a lot of free time on my hands. When I have time, I try to work ahead and make videos that I can put in a publication queue. But when time is scarce, I eventually run out of this stack of unpublished material. Thankfully, I regard my channel as a hobby, so I can easily accept it when my publication tempo is interrupted. Still, I wish there were more hours in a day, because I have so many plans for new videos. I'm very cautious of burning myself out. And in order to prevent that from happening, I have learned this first year to temper my expectations about the number of views. In the beginning, when I'd gained a few hundred subscribers, I could feel true disappointment when a freshly published video gained little attention. Of course, I want to score millions of views, but I'm no longer focused on those numbers. I'll just see what my content does, and will continue to make new content in the meantime. That is my focus for now. This is a very good moment to thank you all for watching the ramblings of this reader and to come back for more. I very much appreciate the people who take the effort to write something in the comment section. That is one of the greatest gifts from having started this channel, the interaction with other readers and booktubers. Altogether, I have only received one negative comment, which made me laugh a little. Other than that, all the responses have been great and heartwarming. For that alone, I want to continue with making videos about my reading journey into this vast world of fantasy. So, thank you very much for watching. On to my second year of Dutch GreyBeard.